Time to record something. I messed up. So, as I was saying, okay, well, the whole situation, right? Asgore was trying to basically explore what happened to Des, basically let him down a rabbit hole. It got to the point where, he ended up, Toriel ended up divorcing him. The town didn't trust him as much, and now he has to sell flowers, yada, yada, yada. Okay, right? So, here's the theory. So here's what I've heard when it comes around the Delta Room, thing before Chapter 5. Basically, the theory was that either that Des was the Dark World because Des' dead body was the Dark World, and that Des was the Dark Knight, right? And people are now saying that no, Kris and Noelle are the Dark Knight when they walk into the river together, right? But here's the thing I have the problem with. Like, here's my little theory, right? What if Noelle and Kris are when they if they walk into a lake, right? When they walk into a lake, right? What if it's not that they're becoming the knight, they are becoming a new knight? Because think about it, right? We've all heard the classic story, the Black Knight versus the White Knight, White Knight good, Black Knight bad, And think about the amalgamations we see in like Undertale, right? They're usually white, and it's a human and a monster, right? Now, here's my theory when it comes to Des, to explain Des, right? So in Undertale, right, when you're fighting Undyne on the genocide route, right? Undyne becomes Undyne the Undyne because she has so much determination. What if whatever would happen to Des, right? It's she, right? Right. Okay, whatever happened to Des, right? They were so determined not to most likely die that not only did they create the Dark World, but they became the Knight itself. And basically, they may be trying to find a way to resurrect themselves. I don't know. That's not really what I'm trying to get into. But what if, right? Because of it's a monster soul, and it's Noelle, right? Because they're both filled with so much determination or whatever, they basically become like a lighter knight, right? Because Noelle and Kris are both lightners, right? Like, y'all understand what I'm thinking, right? Like, what if in the final chapter it's a fused Kris and Noelle basically going up against the Dark Knight, which I'm pretty sure is Des themselves. I mean, it just kind of makes sense. Like, when I first recorded this, I had a way better, the way I sounded was way better than how I'm sounding it now. But I feel like that could be it. It just makes sense to me.